how is it for a woman leader at your position to work in a multinational? You know, your company, your brands are practically used by every other Indian, so we know that part of the story. But being inside a multinational versus being inside a homegrown Indian company, and I don't mean to sort of refer you to that Lala company kind of terminology, but simply a homegrown brand versus a multinational across many continents. How is it different?
Sorry, Siddharth, can I please start with my brand is not used by every other Indian, but 9 out of 10 Indians must get these numbers right. But to your question, I think I've been exceptionally fortunate. Both the companies I've worked for, both Hindustan Lever as well as Colgate, actually have a very progressive view towards having women at all positions up and down the organization. And I think they build policies that drive equity. And more it's becoming about equity rather than it becoming about favoring women. Because the minute you start saying, I'm going to have a quota for women or I'm going to favor women, then you start looking at meritocracy taking a little bit of a hit. When you start driving equity, it then makes sure that the best person gets the job and women have as good a chance as men. And as long as the slate is balanced, you tend to get a balanced intake. And I'll give you an example of what I mean as the difference between equity and women. Obviously, only women can have children, so they take maternity leave. For a long time, it was felt like if you took maternity leave, your career would be on the slow track. Because you're not there for a while, you've taken leave. The people who didn't take leave have now gone on to, getting ahead of you. Firstly, I think a lot of progressive companies have guaranteed that as you come back, you will not be penalized for this. The second thing I think is that we're hearing from a lot of men that things like parenting are something that they want to be a part of. A dad wants to be a dad these days. So giving them the opportunity to become good fathers equally takes the pressure off women. And allowing men the opportunity to take paternity leave of a reasonable period makes sure that it's not a woman's job to bring up a child. I think these kind of things to bring in equity makes a real difference. And what these two companies have been great at are driving this kind of equity, giving people equal opportunities, and making sure that you have the support in those moments of your life where you need that support.